What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, and Gemstone Legends has just dropped a ton of great heroes into the altar, including a brand new legendary hero named Akuma. So of course I'm going to talk all about him and highlight a couple of the others and then try for a handful of summons. But first, if you haven't downloaded Gemstone Legends yet, you're in luck, because if you use the link in the description of this video, you're going to get a free epic hero named Moralia, along with a bunch of gold, gems, and potions. After you download the game, you'll have access to events which will get you even more amazing heroes and loot. Guys, wow. Don't miss this because you do not get this opportunity in the regular app store. Download it now, and I will see you in Gemstone Legends. Oh, all right, guys, check it out. What do you see here? When we go into the lexicon and scroll down, we have a brand new clan here. We have the Far East with a bunch of new heroes, which you can summon right now in the altar. Gemstone Legends just dropped a whole freaking clan, which is awesome, and an amazing legendary hero to go with it. Now, I think it would make this video way too long to go through all of these heroes, so I'm just gonna highlight some of the rare and epic heroes that I think are really good, or at least intriguing to me, and I think have potential. And then you can let me know in the comments what you think about the rest of them, because I might miss something here that you guys notice. But first, let's start out with the epic heroes here. Mia is the first one that I find intriguing. She deals damage to a single enemy 357% of attack and ignores 20% of defense. So that's a gigantic sniping hit. White Crane style, damage is increased by 15% if target has lower attack than she does, which if you, of course, pile on the equipment, that's going to happen almost every time, right? You're going to build around that ability. Gains increased critical damage for 6 turns when she kills an enemy. So now you can start stringing together damage. Once she goes off the first time and potentially kills an enemy, she's unstoppable. She's just going to keep sniping down enemies. This is a very powerful epic hero. Attack leader in the guild increases the attack of all allies in guild related battles by 32%. So if you want, you could just make her the leader too. Give her even more attack, because that 32% increases nothing to put your nose up to. All right, another one is Bao. Bao has a special that says Monkey Strike. Deals damage to a single enemy, 31% of caster's max HP, which again, if you're loading up the HP equipment, that's a huge amount of damage, and she also ignores 20% of defense. Monkey Style is the passive, 100% chance to inflict stun for 2 turns on enemy if she critically hits an enemy with her special ability. So this hero is incentivizing you to put HP equipment and crit rate equipment on her. Not only will it increase the longevity, I just love the damage based on HP because it increases the longevity and the life of a hero like this. But if you put the crit rate equipment on it, you take full advantage of the special to stun heroes too. And damage is increased by 15% if an enemy is affected by stun. So again, another hero that's just piling up the damage, and stun allows you to really control the opponent. You know, if they have a really troublesome hero, a really difficult hero to deal with, that's how you're going to control it without having to necessarily kill it, is to stun it. She is a speed leader of green heroes, increases the speed of all green allies by 21, so that's incentivizing, at least on offense, I think, for you to bring multiple green heroes. On defense, it's not so easy to do, but I think this is a very offensive hero. Now let's take a look at some of the interesting rare heroes. We have Yan, experimental mix, 100% chance to grant increased attack to all allies for 2 turns, a 33% chance to grant Board King to all allies for 2 turns, and a 33% chance to grant Spell Shield to all allies for 2 turns. Now, this not so well kept secret about Gemstone Legends is the more you play than your opponent, the more likely you are to win, and Board King allows you to do that. We don't often see a special that allows everybody to gain Board King. I know it's a 1/3 chance, so it's not like everybody is actually going to gain Board King, but with a chance to do that, and especially if you get Yan to go off a couple of times, again, it's the theme with these heroes is once they go off once, they really start to like pile on the effect and make it stronger, and that's going to happen here too. because the more Yan goes off, the more your heroes are playing. The more your heroes are playing, the more likely Yan is to go off, and so on and so on. I find this incredibly interesting. And then critical mix, 75% chance to grant increased attack, board king, and spell shield for 3 turns to all other allies when killed. Now, I don't love specials that depend on your heroes dying, but you can sometimes find synergies in them potentially, especially if there's like a resurrecting hero that can trigger the ability a couple times. Hint, hint. But hey, that's the passive. You just don't get much out of it while the hero's alive. Of course, you don't get anything out of it while the hero's alive. So you do kind of depend on the hero dying for that one. Don't usually love it, but then again, we do have some heroes with resurrect, like Sip. The special is Resurrecting Plant, 75% chance to resurrect all allies with 1 HP. Again, it's not 100%, but 75% is pretty darn good. And we don't usually see heroes like this that can resurrect all heroes, especially on a rare. That's really cool. All patients are alive. I find this a really funny text. That's why I'm laughing a little bit here. But defense is increased by 20% if more than 3 allies are alive. So you have one part of the special, the active special, depending on heroes being dead, and then you have another one, the passive, depending on them being alive. So really, it's creating this effect where it's helping to keep Sip alive longer than your allies so that he can actually resurrect. And then lastly, Defense Leader of the Guild increases defense of all allies in guild-related battles by 26%. Now, my thoughts on this one are, it's either going to be awesome or it's not. Here's the thing. So while all of your heroes are alive, what's he doing? Like, if his special goes off, he's not really doing anything. I wish there was a little bit more text, but it might make him too powerful. I wish there was a little bit of text, at least to just allow him to do something while all your allies are alive, so he's not completely useless. Otherwise, he's just soaking up gems and not doing much of anything, right? I mean, other than the passive. The passive is increasing his defense, but what really is that doing? So that's one thing I'd like to see different here. However, you know, I don't know what their testing is like. This obviously has a lot of potential, and maybe the synergies that exist with resurrecting allies, like we were just talking about, like when a hero dies and you can bring it back, and what if it dies again, right? Because, like, think about it this way. Let's take a look back here at Yan. So when Yan dies, you're going to get that 75% chance at the bottom. So maybe you're sort of incentivized to, like, keep low HP and defense on this particular hero to allow it to die, so that a hero like Sip can resurrect him with 1 HP, and then he immediately dies again and does the effect again, you know? So there are synergies to be had here, and I just find that really, really, really interesting. All right, now let's check out Akuma, the new hero. This is really exciting, guys. Wait till you hear about this special. All right, HP 6006, very good. Attack absurd at 660, and that's gonna matter. You're gonna see why in just a moment. The defense is 611. The speed is pretty good at 202. The mana gain is kind of slow at 18. It's not the slowest out there, but it is on the lower end of that spectrum. You can put 2 pieces of mana equipment on it, though. 4 pieces of mana equipment on it to get it up to 20, though. So it takes only 5 tiles to set the special off. All right, let's check this out. Demonic Slash deals damage to a single enemy, 246% of attack, ignores 40% of defense. So big hitter, all right? But nothing too out of the ordinary yet. Deals damage based on 30% max HP to himself. What? Why would he do that? I mean, it's not like the 246% of attack ignoring 40% of defense is like that good that you have to balance it out with the 30% max HP to himself. And that's going to deal a lot of damage to himself. However, check out this passive. This is one of the coolest passives I've ever seen. The Demon Inside. Attack is increased by 8% and damage received is reduced by 3% for every 10% missing HP. So he's going to deal damage to himself to deal more damage to your opponents. He gets stronger as he gets weaker, which is like interesting. Once per battle, he resurrects himself with 1 HP and gains invincibility for 9 turns. Oh my gosh. Guys, so like, you're not usually going to see many matches go like that much longer than 9 turns of invincibility. But even if you do, you can just bring in a hero like Sip to keep reviving him. Think about that. If Akuma's sitting around with 1 HP, how much HP off the total is that to be dealing that much attack damage? This is a cool hero. I haven't even finished the passive yet. Restores 40% HP when he kills an enemy. This dude is going to be unkillable. Oh my gosh. I am super excited for this. And I kind of have this burning desire to summon him. So if I don't get him, I'm going to feel definitely like I'm missing out. I think this instantly puts Akuma in the discussion for maybe one of the best heroes that we currently have. And then I haven't even read the leader special yet. Attack leader in the guild increases the attack of all allies in guild-related battles by 38%. That's a lot when you already consider how much attack there already is on this hero. You know, feel free to just load up the attack stat here. Don't worry about the defense and HP all that much, because it doesn't matter. He's going to be resurrecting and still going off and all that fun jazz. So there you have it. Now, I have just a handful of scrolls right now. I figure it's worth it to do a few of these summons here. Guys, if you do summons, please let me know if you get him. I want to know how he is. Even make some of your own videos and put them up. I'd be curious to see him. All right, here we go. Let's try. I'm probably not going to get him even with the 20x chance here, but you don't know unless you try. And one more. It's rare. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. This is a fantastic time to be summoning in Gemstone Legends. We have a new family, a new clan to be summoning from, and of course these heroes are going to be available from here on out. So if you like videos like this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you know when I drop new videos or go live, and I will catch you in the next one.